Hello. Hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? Hi, Gamer Beeb. Happy Sunday. Yeah, we are continuing to work on this thing. This drawing today. Yeah, happy Sunday. I'm sleepy. I've been pretty sleepy. Maybe it's just this afternoon time. I've been pretty sleepy these past Sundays. It's always Sunday. I feel like my Saturday is super busy, and then like Sunday, I just get like super blob. I become a blob. I need to figure out how to become not sleepy. This morning, my husband had to he over the course of like an hour and a half, he was like trying to get me to get up, and I was like, ugh. But I don't know. Need to figure that out. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good. How's it going, Gamer Beeb? How are you today? I need to figure out how to... Today I'm gonna figure out how to color. I flatted the drawing while I was or off stream earlier this week, just to kind of save some time, and also because I felt like if I don't work on these drawings that I stream on if I only do them on Sundays, like I will never get them done. So I've been trying to I was like, you know what, I should work on this off stream a little bit. I did flat them, and I flatted them in a slightly different way than I usually do. Because I looked up a video on, I don't know, I watched a video on kind of how this other person colors their drawings, and it seems like it might be faster, so I'm gonna try their method. So we'll see how that goes. Good but tired. It's been a busy, tiring weekend. I just got home and I'm drained. Oh no! Good but tired. That's good. As long as the good part is there. Sorry that you're tired, but hopefully it was for, things that you needed to do or wanted to do. I hope you get some good rest. I hope the stream can be like a chill, relaxing stream for you. Hello, Alexander Dean. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. All right. Forgot to eat, so I have the biggest headache and I'm so hangry. Oh my god, I know where you... I also get so hangry. If I don't eat, I get really hangry. I hope you have some good food around. I hope you have some good food within reach. I gotta always have like an emergency bag of pizza rolls in the fridge. Cause like if there's nothing else, then at least I have my pizza rolls. Hangry cure. Leftover pizza, nice. I love cold pizza. Have I talked about how I like cold pizza? I don't know if that's a popular thing, but I will eat it without microwaving it up. What is the word? What's the word when you're like hesitating to do something because you don't want to do it, or you're like scared of doing it? I'm avoiding starting the drawing because I'm scared of trying this new coloring method. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. The thing that I did differently is that usually I separate out the way I separate out my layers is by color. So like for Bowser, for example, I'll like separate out like the shell or like the arm jewelry and like the horns and the hair. Like I'll separate those out all into different segments, but I was a brave girl and I put all of Bowser all on one layer. So I just used the fill tool to like fill in the big blocks of color, but Bowser's all one layer. So so all the characters are one layer by themselves. So we'll see how that goes. I'm scared. Okay, so the first step of this new coloring method that I use, I should cite I watched a YouTube video by somebody named Kuroshiro, Kuroshiro on YouTube. They had this tutorial video on how they color their art. Yeah, they went into some details about how they use kind of like one layer for lighting and shadow, or one layer for they use 2 layers for lighting and shadow, and then they kind of like merge it all and then start coloring from there, which scares me, but I feel like would be much faster. So and my goal is to become faster with coloring. So we will give it a try. We'll give it a try. Okay. So, is my music playing? It is. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So the first step is to do the flats, which I did. I did this off stream, so I kind of have the big blocks of color, roughly the color scheme I want to go. But the other thing that they do is that they use an overlay layer to kind of create this like very light gradient. It does 2 things. It kind of creates like a very like diffuse lighting sense of lighting, and it also serves to unify the colors of the character. So like, for example, here I have these like really kind of saturated green and yellow colors and red because that's how Bowser looks. But I'm gonna try, I'm not entirely sure how to do this. I'm gonna try to take his like lighter color, take a big transparent brush, and kind of brush on like lighting with overlay. Oh yeah, okay. So I can kind of see how this is working. So just like I'm sort of like very lightly brushing on like where lighting would show up, I guess. And not being super precise, just doing this. And I guess that is kind of making him look more unified. And I also have a, you can't see this on my screen, but I also have a sketch, my color sketch that I did in the first stream. I can kind of remember how I had planned out the lighting. Something like this, I guess? This is maybe how I want to do this? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Help. Okay. And then the second thing that they do is that they put on a multiply layer. And then they kind of I'll take the background color here, and then they basically paint in the shadows. Oh my god, that's really dark. You see, the problem with me is I don't know how to like, I don't know how to think about color for this. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I should lighten this. Darken it. Maybe make it more gray. It doesn't look so... Because it doesn't really matter if it's too... if the color's off too much, because... you can color over the shadow color later. Something like this, I think? I like that emote, the little popcorn emote. Really cute. So something like this. Oh, I need to clip this. Okay. Kind of a dark blue color to match the lighting. I don't know how to color things. I am scared of coloring things. I don't know why I'm so scared of this. It's like not that different than how I normally color, but I guess I have to like to think about my brain has to work in sort of a different way, I guess. How does the geometry of Bowser's head work? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, well let's do the dark colors work first. This is how Bowser's body shape casts shadow. I don't know. This. Something like this. Maybe it's okay if I'm doing it kind of roughly. I don't know, I'm scared. Okay, head shadow. His jaw's kind of big, so it'll be casting a shadow here. And then the shell will be casting a shadow also. This guy, they'll be pretty big for like a harsh light on top, because usually for these nativity paintings, there's kind of a theater, like sort of a theater-ish lighting situation. I think it'll be kind of harsh. Do it like this. Tail will be in shadow, of course. And then the foot is gonna be in shadow, like this. Something like that. Something like this, maybe? I feel like I need to put some shadow on his face. Something lighter here. How does Bowser's mouth work? I don't know. This is good. It looks kind of like he has a 5 o'clock shadow. I don't know if that's... He looks a little bit like Homer Simpson. I don't know if that's what I want. Where's my Bowser reference? Let's see. How does Bowser's face cast shadow? Take a good look. Kinda lumpy. He's sort of got a lumpy head. But he does kind of have this, like, very slight shadow. Something like that. Don't know. Hey, Chunky Muffins. What kind of pizza? Good question. I would also like to know. Okay. Personalized pizza for mod? The bead pizza? What's your mod order? I'm boring and I always get the what is it called? It's called like the Mad Dog. It's been a while since I've been to mod. It's like the meat one. I always get the same one. I don't have a customized one. I should make a JoJo pizza. What is mod? Oh, it's like if you've ever been to Chipotle, it's kind of like that for pizza. So you like there's like a little like assembly line. You go down, and they're like, "What do you want in your pizza?" I mean, they have like combos that you can just get, and then they'll just make it for you. But yeah, but you can make a customized pizza. Oh, mind map. Ours is called Rapid Fired. I have never heard of that. How interesting. I love mod. Fortunately, there isn't one that's like super close to where I live. I have to like drive if I want to find one. It's good. And it's like the perfect size. Not overly huge. Okay, so we have the Bowser shadow. And I think the other thing that the third step for their rapid shading is that they lock the multiplayer and then the multiply layer and then they will like go over it with like a slightly more appropriate color. So like I was shading with sort of a grayish blue, but I can do for like the hair maybe I want a more like purple. So you can kind of like go through and like dab in some color that is like a little bit more like what matches the local color. So just kind of making some adjustments. You get red sauce, garlic rub, sausage, arugula, onions, diced tomatoes, and dip it in ranch and cheese. Of course, the cheese. That sounds awesome. That sounds great. I like that quite a bit. I don't know if I should. Did I change this to a kind of more like orangey color? Will this look good? Or is that weird? Should it just be more of a gray? Does that look like nighttime? I don't know. Maybe if I just take this merged color and then make it slightly more warm, would that look better? This. Something like that. Like shade the edges. Do Hawaiian with brown sugar cinnamon. Brown sugar cinnamon on the pizza with like the pineapple and the ham and everything. I've never heard of putting brown sugar and cinnamon on a pizza. Or is that like a separate pizza? Because I know Mod has like dessert pizzas. I don't know if that's the same thing. But that's like a separate pizza. A little dark. Gonna lighten the shell white a little bit. Ooh. I've never heard of sugar on pizza. But then again, I was doubtful about the sugar on the Korean corn dogs, and that was actually pretty good, so I don't know. What do I know? Okay, I've run into my first struggle, which is I do a lot of color picking when I'm like trying to figure out how to do color, and it is kind of hard to reliably pick a color. The yellow a good idea? Hard to reliably pick a color when there's blending modes in effect. That looks weird. I don't know if I like that. I guess I can always swap layers. Need to try it. I feel like if I asked for that at a pizza restaurant here, they would like be horrified. They'd be like, we don't even have that in our restaurant. You thought the yellow shadow looked great? Oh, okay. Yeah, is the yellow shadow better? I'm like scared of it looking not nighttime-y enough. Yeah, that's okay. I also don't like the blue shadow either. Let's, when in doubt, do half and half. Maybe like do something. Well, we'll paint over it, so we'll just kind of, this is sort of a rough coloring. Okay. It's not a crazy amount, just a little bit. Okay. I mean, I could just do it at home, like get a mod pizza, get a Hawaiian mod pizza, bring it home, put some brown sugar and cinnamon on it. Maybe it'll blow my mind. Okay. We've done the rough coloring for Bowser. I guess we'll do the same process for the other characters and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let's do the... Where's the baby Bowser? Baby Bowser. Okay, so first... overlay. Flip that overlay layer. I wonder if I should just do overlay layer on everything first? And make sure everything looks sort of... unified. Overlay. Is this working? Can't tell. Okay. This? Am I drawing on the correct layer? I'm not. What's happening? Where's my brush? Why is my brush not working? Eh. You can't do half and half with pineapple because the juice seeps into the sauce and the dough, infecting their entire pizza with pineapple taste. Are you getting the juiciest pineapple known to man? I came in just as Alexander's message was displayed on screen, taking up exactly the entire space. I thought Jojo had decided it was the best comment of the day and pinned it there or something. Should I do that? Pinned comments? I don't pay attention enough, I think, to do that. I've lived with this atrocity on more than one occasion. It is branded into my memory. Hello, backseater. How's it going? I'm struggling. Color struggling. I don't know why my brush is not showing up. Oh. Okay. Overlay. Oh, there it is. I wonder why that wasn't working before. Better now that I am safe from infected pizzas. You can do it. Oh, thank you. It's always like this. Whenever you start a new drawing, I don't know if other people can relate. I think this is applicable to pretty much anything. You just start on something and then you're like, oh my god, how am I gonna get this into a finished state? Oh my goodness. How? Actually, how? I should change this white gloss to like an off-white. That's one trick for art. You almost never want to use like actual white and black in your drawing. Probably gonna be slightly like eggshell white. What I want here. There we go. Wow, that already looks so great. Is this the Bowser Jr. nativity scene? Yes, it is. Hello, Setzer. Good to see ya. Title says it all. Thank you. Why am I drawing this? It's a long story. Also, it's like not even Christmas, but that's okay. By the speed that I usually draw, this will probably take until Christmas to finish. I'm finding it very hard to relate to the holy Bowser praying over a baby in a wooden cast with creatures around. Come on, this doesn't speak to you? On a spiritual level? Come on. I think we're all feeling the holiness, I'm sure. Okay, let me add some shadow here. Let's pick the Bowser color here. Context definitely not needed. It's better that way? Okay. Perfect. Christmas in July. Hey, Jack Coro. Jojo, could you make yourself into one of the blue guys since they have the same brown glasses that you? Oh, that'd be funny. What do you mean just like put myself in the background? The artist self-insert as they did in the... What, like this? Just put my hair on one of them. They did this in the Renaissance times, you know. This is just... Okay, we'll leave that. We'll see how I can make it not super obvious. If not, this... I feel like this is a little bit front and center. Like, I think if I really want to, I could put like a little like... You know, like a little guy. Which I think might be a little less... Like a little less obvious. We'll see. We can sneak me in there somewhere. Maybe like hidden in the... Maybe hidden in the manger grass. I don't know. This is on a separate layer, so we can I'll lower the opacity. It may be that I just completely forget about it, and then there'll be 3 references to my little avatar just hidden. Because I just forget. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need the shading layer. I'm experimenting with a new coloring method here today, so forgive me if I feel like I'm kind of like, you know, going back and forth with like, oh my god, what do I do? Because I'm trying something new. Trying something new. Dead. See if it works out. My quest for speed. The need for speed continues. I need to figure out how to draw fast. This is my this is a technique I'm gonna try. to see if I can draw fast. But we'll see. We'll see if it works out. And then... Is Miyamoto in there somewhere? Yes. He's gonna be... Oh, he's not in the sketch anymore, but he will be like... I'll put him in the sky. But, he'll be like the final touch. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the Miyamoto. He'll be there. Don't worry. Multiply, lock this layer, and then do just the lighting just a little bit. Hello. The baby Yoshis are a nice touch, thank you. They seem like they would be barnyard animals. Don't you think? Okay. We're just dabbing down some color. I don't even know what I'm doing. This is fine. This is okay. Let's, some shadow on the danger here. I don't know. The baby Yoshis feel... Actually, are they like... Is this totally off scale? I didn't bother looking up what the relative sizes of all these creatures are, so this may be totally wrong, which worries me. Are baby Yoshis big? They always seem kind of small. It's really starting to pop with the added colors and shadows. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's getting there. It's taking shape, which is good. Oops, wrong layer. Where are we? This one. Taking shape. Gotta like... just gotta be patient. A lot of art is about patience, I have learned over the years. Baby Yoshi is small. Okay. Small like this? Like this small? Manger. I think that's a good shadow color for the manger, actually. Yeah, I think we want high contrast, high shadow contrast for the central characters. And then we can kind of ease it out as we go to the periphery. It might be a bit bigger, but I think it's fine. Okay, that's good. I don't want to redraw them. Okay. I should draw some hay. Hey. So if I do, oops. What do I do? Hay color. How do I draw hay? Do it like this? Okay, I'll color in some hay, I guess. Oh, it's gotta be like out here. Blob in some hay. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna have a hard time figuring out how to make that more hay looking. This is fine. I'm gonna dread coming back. I'm gonna dread coming back to shade some hay, but we'll survive. Okay. What else we got? We got, okay, these foreground creatures I think are, oops, gonna mostly be in shadow. So let's color, a bit of overlay. Little bit of light here. Same with the chain chomp. A little bit of light on the chain chomp. That. Then why don't I just put them both on the same overlay layer? Oh no, I can't. Cannot, because I have to use clipping masks. And then I will put a multiply layer on top. Oops, flip that. Kind of I want a more purpley, more warm shade. Like this. This. Just bought an exciting new computer mouse that lights up different colors. It's incredible. Ooh. Very nice. Which mouse is it? Does it come with it? Is it the gamer kind that comes with all the like buttons on the side? I've known people who've owned those. I don't know how you use the little side buttons. I guess if you're playing like StarCraft or something. Color the You're a real gamer now. It's a mark of real gaming. It's a silent click mouse. My Apple Magic Mouse is so loud it was driving me nuts. I got something that's not so noisy. Oh. That's cool. Does it still have kind of the tactile feel? Like, can you get the tactile click feeling without it making as loud of a sound? I didn't even know they made mice like that. It makes total sense though. Like, I know about keyboards having different you know, different like feels and sounds. Yeah, I've never heard of that. But I guess if that exists for keyboards, why not mice? what a chain chomp looks like. What do their eyes look like? It's a very satisfying click, just not no annoying click sound. Oh my god, maybe I should get myself one. Keyboard thocks, and I love it. Yeah, good thocky keyboard. I have a pretty good thock on my keyboard, but I feel like I got so used to it that the satisfaction has sort of gone away. I'm just like, oh, that's just what a normal keyboard sounds like. I spent a lot of time putting, like, the one I'm using right now, I spent a lot of time putting, like, foam and stuff in it. It has, like, there's, like, a layer of masking tape underneath. So that was kind of fun to do. Slightly scared it's gonna catch fire, but that's okay. I took out the battery. No problems, hopefully. Spent way too much money on my keyboard. I mean, it's a thing that, like, I mean, I presume you use it all the time. I think it's totally worth splurging on stuff that you use all the time. You know, like, no point in like, I don't know, no point in saving money on things that you like actually use. if you don't have to. But mine's a little cheapo Amazon one, I think. What is it? It's a Royal Kludge. Pretty inexpensive, I think, as far as keyboard brands go. But it's nice and small, which is what I wanted mostly. But not so small that it doesn't have arrow keys. Which is what I used to use, actually, and that actually got kind of annoying. I kept forgetting the keyboard shortcut to change into the, like, alternate keyboard layout, so I could use arrow keys when I needed to. But I'm not cool enough to use a, you know, like a 40% keyboard or whatever. That's for people who are more powerful than me. That. Overlay. Transparent. Maybe I'll just go through and do overlay on everything. I think that makes more sense. Then I don't have to kind of like change the way my brain is thinking about things. Overlay. Overlay on the Yoshi. Overlay on this Yoshi. Yeah, it's interesting how mechanical keyboard hobby has sort of taken off in recent years. I don't think I wasn't really ever super into it until I became like a working adult, you know, in the recent past several years, and a working adult where I had money to spend on this sort of stuff. But I don't know. It's interesting to see it. I do remember when there was a time where, like, the only types of keyboards and keycaps you could get were like real, like, quote unquote, like very stereotypical gamer looking keyboards. You know, it was like black and red, and like you couldn't buy anything that was kind of cute looking. But then but now there's like a real big abundance of that stuff, which I think is pretty cool. So it's interesting to see how much it changed, because I remember having a real hard time, like, looking for cute keyboard accessories. Being a working adult is the worst. Sure is. What I would give to just retire and Retire while I'm still young. Move to somewhere chill. I don't know. My husband and I were talking about moving to Japan. Not in any serious way, because we don't know anything about what that would entail. We'd have to do the research, but and I'd have to learn the language. My husband is like decently fluent, but I don't know any of it at all. And I don't think either of us would be able to read through, say, like I don't know, like the terms and conditions of like opening a bank account or something. We wouldn't be able to understand it, so I don't know. It seems scary. But I don't know. I do like going there. We'd have to figure out what we want to do for work and stuff too, but I don't know. A lot of people have done it, so I don't know. Maybe we could too. I don't know. Just don't know. But I do think it would be, I don't know. Like when I think about like, oh, I just, live in the same place for the rest of my life. Like, I don't know. Like I would like to move and live somewhere else, Like experience more of the world, like really in depth, like not just vacationing, but like living and working there, making friends with people there. I think that would be really, I feel like I want that as a life experience. But how would I do it? I don't know. Never been to Japan, but would love to visit someday. Oh, it's so great. I was talking to my... Did I mention this on stream? I can't remember. One of my coworkers went to Japan for the first time? Yeah, I think it was their first time. They took their family there, and they were, like, amazed. I mean, they knew it was going to be cool. They did a lot of planning and research. But, change this. Off-white as well. There we go. But yeah, they came back and they were like, "Joy, I have to tell you all about it." I helped them out a little bit with some planning because they wanted to go to the Kirby Cafe. They're like, "You guys have been, right? Like, how do I do this?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, here's how you do all that stuff." Signing up for themed cafes and stuff. So I was helping him out a little bit with some of that, and then he came back and was like, "Whoa, so amazing." Oh, bye, Alexander Dean. And like the first thing he said was the bathrooms are incredible. I was like, yeah, they're incredible. He's like, even in the most like out of the way places, like all the bathrooms are so clean. And I was like, yes, that is true. This was cemented into my mind because we went to some, I think last time I was there, we went to some, there was like kind of an art exhibit, sort of. It wasn't like inside of a museum. It was like artists had set up a couple of installations in some old houses / temples in kind of this slightly, like it wasn't in a super remote place, but it was sort of on the outskirts of Tokyo. Like not, so it wasn't like in the city. It was like kind of in a very suburban place. Yeah, and so it was just like a thing. You get a little map, and then there's like a person. There was like a lady at a desk, just out at a on one of those folding tables, and they were just like sitting under an umbrella, and they're like, "Oh, here you can have a map," and we got a map, and you just kind of like walk around the suburban neighborhood, looking at the art exhibits. And I remember I had to go to the bathroom, and there was a bathroom on the Google Maps. So I went, oh no, it was on the map. Whoa, what happened to the red Paracupa. Why is it like... Oh, it's because the background. Okay, I see. I walked over to the bathroom and it was literally like, it didn't even have a door. It was just like basically a stall with a roof over it. And you kind of just like go in and then there's just like a stall. So, you know, it's like in the middle of like nowhere, you know, you go in, but it was immaculately clean. It was so clean. I was like, Japan is amazing. How is this possible? So whatever system they've got going on, a good one. And my coworker also told me this story about like, probably the best moment of their travel, which was they went to this tonkatsu restaurant. Like a fried, I don't know. They went to this tonkatsu restaurant and it was a little bit stressful when they first walked in because immediately as they came in, they're very like, they're not Asian. They're like, they're a white family. So like, you know, they walk in and they're like very, you know, very noticeably tourist. And they walked in and immediately the vibe was like, he was like, yeah, I think they were immediately worried. It's like this little hole in the wall type place, but you know, they heard it was good. So they wanted to go check it out. But immediately they felt like, oh, everyone here is sort of like, you know, on guard because like, I think they were kind of wondering like, are these guys going to be the cool tourists? Are they going to be like cool or are they going to be like kind of demanding and, you know, need us to help them with like everything? And so there was sort of like a little bit of a stare down and, you know, and so they were kind of nervous too, because they were like, oh, well, we don't want to come across as like the like annoying tourists. And so, and then there was a couple of other, and it was like a local place. Like there were some other people there who were like, you know, just businessmen who were like having a drink after work. So they were there. It was like walking into a saloon, you know, like you walk in and then everyone like turns and looks at you. And then, but yeah, no, but my coworker and his family, they were like, okay, well, you know, they sat down, they got the menu, they like, you know, used Google Translate, figured out the menu, ordered, you know, and they weren't being disruptive or anything like that. You know, they were just being like normal, polite, like not overly burdening the people. And so like, as soon as they kind of showed that they were not here to be like annoying, the staff kind of warmed up to them, and also the businessmen warmed up to them. So they were all kind of just having a little like, I don't know, a little party, getting along, chatting. He said that was like the best moment of the trip. I thought that was really cute. I was like, oh, that's so nice. I'm glad everyone there had a good time. What am I doing? Okay, got the overlay layers. I wonder if I need to... I want to change these. I gotta change the whites on the off-whites because they're a bit too bright. Let's darken the wings here. Okay. Cloud, Lactite Cloud, there we go. Love to go to a legit ramen shop. Oh man, they're so cool. There's a lot of like they do the like, I always think it's so, this is such a small thing, but I always think it's so cool when you order at like a ramen shop and then the kind of gruff, there's like usually like a gruff old guy and he goes, hey yo, and he's like acknowledging your order. I always think that's so cool. I was like, whoa, he sounds so awesome. And it's fun watching them make the ramen. They always slap the ramen. They like put the ramen noodles, they cook the ramen noodles, then they put it in like one of those strainer thingies, and then they like shake it onto the ground. So the ramen water is just like getting all over the ground. But that's how they do it. I was like, where does the ramen water go? How do you not like slip and slide? Ah! That's not what I wanted. Okay. Go. Off-white, off-white, off-white. Let's make everything off-white. For 2. Yeah, legit ramen shops are pretty cool. The ticket machine thing is also fun. Okay. Shading. Let's do... Man, I don't know if I like this coloring method more or less. I feel like I have to jump around more with the layers. Maybe it'll pay off. Maybe it's like I'm doing more work now so that it's less shading work later. Is that what I'm doing? I don't know. I don't know. Paint chump color. Apply. How did I plan to shade the chain chomp? Like this. Okay. Let's do dark. Like this. Oops. Anybody do any last minute 3DS? Was it Wii and 3DS? 3DS internet connectivity things? I know a lot of people were doing like I heard there was a big rush in the Animal Crossing community to help people like complete their like inventory, their catalog of items. Because there's some things that you can only get by traveling to other people's towns. Or not, I don't know about traveling too, but you know, trading. I can't remember how New Leaf works anymore. Before they shut it down, yeah. Because they shut it down, what, was it early last week? Kind of a bummer. I wonder if anyone's gonna stand up some like fan-made servers. Wonder if that's possible. What does the inside of a chain chomp's mouth look like? Okay, it's kind of like a dark red. Okay. Oh, I guess a similar thing happened with the Mario Maker servers too. There was like a whole race to try to finish and document all existing Mario Maker levels before the servers got shut down for good. I think they completed it. I should go watch some of those. Yeah, I didn't do much for the 3DS shutdown. I had a friend who I made friends with after, you know, long after 3DS came out. We're like, oh, you send me your friend code, and I was like, oh, so we are friends on the 3DS now. But that's about it. I haven't really played my 3DS in a while. Unfortunately. Gotta go back and play it. Baby Yoshi. I have so many tabs open with just Nintendo character monsters. I have a few 3DS systems, but I haven't played them in a long time. Yeah, it's kind of wild, right? Like, I used to play my 3DS all the time. It was like the thing I probably have used the most. Besides my Switch, I think my 3DS is probably the thing I played the most in my life. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess the Switch was a good replacement. Fortunately or unfortunately. The 20th anniversary Pokemon 3DS and a Pikachu 2DS? That's so cool. I don't have any collector's editions. Though funnily enough, I remember this very vividly. I wanted a smaller, I used to have the 3DS XL, like I just had like a normal blue one. And I used that for a really long time. And then I was like, you know what? I want a cuter, smaller one. And I was like, maybe I'll sell this one and I will go buy like the new 3DS. Because they're smaller, they're easier for me to hold because I have tiny hands. And so I went on eBay and I bought one. I can't remember for how much. I don't think it was super expensive though. It was just, you know, somebody's used, you know, new 3DS. Good condition. I sold my bigger 3DS XL, and then like the week after was when Nintendo announced that they were going to stop making the new 3DSs. And I was like, hot dang, I'm so glad I got one. Because the prices would have gone through the roof, probably. That was lucky. You should sell the Pokemon 3DS. Oh, did you just look up the price? Yeah, the 3DSs are in actually hot demand right now. I feel like a lot of people want them. I see them posted all the time on Reddit. Like, oh, I just got this for like $200. And I was like, what? How much is the Pokemon 3DS sell for? I am curious. Baby Yoshis have these like brown shoes. Seeing it go for over $1,000? Oh my god. That is a lot of money. But here's the thing, like I feel like I always get scared of regretting it if I sell stuff. Like, a lot of my Tamagotchi collection is actually worth quite a bit now, but I would never, I don't know. I would be scared of selling it. Like, what if I want it back later? I don't know. Oh, with the box? Probably even more expensive, yeah. I definitely did not take good care of my childhood electronics. I wish I had. Came with a Blastoise and Charizard cover? What? Wait, now I gotta Google. I want to look up what this looks like. Pokemon 3. You have a Pikachu 2DS and a Pokemon. Yes. Ah. Oh, that's cool looking. Red version and blue version pre-installed. 2 cover plates. Oh yeah, I can definitely see this being in demand. Are cover plates like expensive? What is this Pokemon cover plate? How much is this? There's not a price for this. I don't know. I will look it up later. Oh, that looks cool. I wonder if anyone on Etsy does like custom new 3DS cover plates. Seems like something that people would want. Okay. Yeah, these Yoshis look like they were... They are in the shadow. I need to make them a bit more gray. Oh yeah, I think gray is a bit better. They would, since they're closer to the ground, I think they would be reflecting ground more. To... something like this. Okay, and that looks slightly better. I feel like Bowser's too high contrast. I don't know. Let's hide this for a bit. That. Go to magic. Oh, the oink. Gotta make sure to draw the oink. Multiply. Flip multiply. Saying multiplayer on accident. That. Do I like this coloring style? I don't know. I don't know how to draw. Your shape here. I think something like that seems good. Is this good? I don't know. I think they need to be a bit more. This? The hands? Orangey for the hands and the face? This? What I'm supposed to be doing? I don't wonder if like a purpley is better. I don't know how to cut. Red. Oh. Oh. Oh, better. Purple is better. That. Last Magic Koopa. Multiply, or sorry. Oh yeah, multiply layer. Dark blue. Something like this. Everything seems really like high contrast. Like a little bit too, I guess the nice thing about having these in separate layers is to can make it a little less contrast needed by adjusting the multiply. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. What do I do? What do I color? I don't know. Oh, that is very, very blue. A little bit too blue. I'd say so myself. Something like this. Yes. Also needs a little bit of color. Who has, okay, black eyes. Black eyes, pink eye. Okay. Yeah. Fine. And Yoshi also needs a multiply layer for the shadows. So I don't know, I guess I kind of already chose darker colors for him, but yeah. Dark. That Yoshi have a white, oh, Yoshi has white markings. That fine. Fill in the eyeball. look so creepy in the back. He does still look kind of creepy. Well, maybe that's just how he is. I feel like I want to make Boo's eyes not pitch black. Yeah, kind of desaturated. Maybe a little darker. Right? How am I feeling about this? I don't know. I'm a little bit bothered by how intense the middle area looks. Like, I think Bowser looks a bit too... intense. What if I lowered Bowser's opacity? It made him a bit more like well lit. Oh, actually, this might be a little bit better. Yeah, the shadow's not so dark. Actually, might look quite a bit better. Does that look better? This? Not super bright, just a little bit less intense of a shadow. Is that better? Maybe something like this is better. Okay. Okay, finally we got the angels up at the top. Do those layers up there, and then we can do the background. Kind of try to do some painting of the background, and then I guess we'll merge everything and just kind of paint away. Bye. Now here's a question. Should the angels be lit in the same way as the rest of the scene? Because they're kind of outside of the scene? I don't know. Should they be? I guess it would look weird if they weren't. Bit too dark. This? Pear Goomba. Goombas have black eyebrows. Yeah. Ugh. Hey. The shadow. Color it a bit. Something like that. I do not know what to do with all these characters. Maybe they should be more in shadow. Whoops. This? They don't stand out so much in the background. Be better. This or like this? This? Or like this, like half lit. Kind of like this better versus super bright. This? I don't know. I don't know. Go with this for now. Oops. All right. That. Okay. Shade the skin color of the Koopa. That. Good Koopa. Fly. Skin color here. Okay. Can't tell if this coloring method is saving me time or not. No. I don't know. Maybe it would save me time if I was more precise about my brush strokes when I make all these different layers, but I'm kind of just like roughly putting everything together. I do not know if this is actually helping me. All right. Okay, we have rough layers for everything. Do I like the way this looks? I don't know. Is this saving me time? I don't know. Maybe? Okay, let's try to draw the ground. Okay. Yeah, because the background needs some work, so let's, if we can, at least shape up the background a little bit, so we kind of know what we're getting into. We shade everything. Oh no. Blend this together, kind of. The star is sort of in the way. Fine. We gotta paint over the star. Whoop! Paint over the star. That on a separate layer. Okay. Blend that up a little bit. More like a neat gradient. Pretty good already. I should draw the star on a separate layer so I don't forget about it. Good old classic Mario star right here. On a separate layer. Okay. Background. Like mountains and stuff. Here. Character shadow. Be like darker. Cool. Ooh. I don't know how to draw straw. Like, these nativity scenes always have straw at the bottom. How do I draw straw? You kind of like... guess just kind of blur in the, like, rough... Yeah, I guess I do have to blur in the rough, values, and then kind of just go from there. Oops. I want the bottom to... don't want the ground to be right. That makes it hard to look at, yeah. And then kind of just have to, like, draw in the straw color here and there. Maybe not so bright. Scribble it on. I guess that's kind of how I have to do it, just like build it up. Maybe with much smaller brush size. And then use the texture, because the lighting's not going to be like one big blob, it's going to be textured. Okay, that already looks a little bit better. I took away that big bright spot on the ground. Okay. This is starting to come together. Now, here's the other thing, is how do I handle the halo? Usually the baby has a halo. We just make that a separate layer underneath baby Bowser. Between the baby Bowser layers and the Bowser layers. Like, around here. Do this. Slightly transparent. Oh my god, this looks so... Okay. Blur it out. It looks so weird! Hard light? Vivid light. No. Linear light? Oh yeah. Add layer to the rescue. And slightly lower opacity. Okay, so I'm gonna have to remember to move that in front of the manger A at some point. Oh my god. And I need to account for the lighting there. We also want a Bowser to have a halo. A tiny little halo. Be upright. What are the rules for halos? Do they like follow the angle of the head? Or are they always just kind of vertically or horizontally aligned? Are they aligned to the horizon of the earth or to the wearer? Oh, I guess. Oh, I guess they kind of like go on the back of the head, like this. Like a little hat. How I'm seeing it in some of these pictures. This? This? That looks pretty good. Add. Add with glow. Take the layer. Blur it out. Yeah. All right. Okay. Looking pretty good. The star a bit smaller. Okay. God, this looks crazy. Okay. Well, now it's time to blend. Let's blend these layers together, I guess. I'm scared. Let's do Bowser first. I feel like he's kind of the centerpiece. Oops. Merge these layers. I'm scared. I'm scared I'm gonna ruin it. And then, I guess we just kind of render everything, huh? Sort of slowly. Man, I just realized I'm so used to, through Huvember, I'm so used to using just this, like, for all of Huvember, I basically use this, like, hard brush that looks kind of like this. Is that how I want to paint this? Or do I go back to my first love, the dense watercolor brush? I don't know anymore. I don't know how to shade Bowser's face. What like shape does his face have? Is it just kind of like a round thing with a mouth stuck on? What is the geometry of Bowser's face? It is kind of a sphere. And his eyebrows do kind of have a 3D look about them. Okay, maybe I'll just start on the hair. I feel comfortable with hair. I know how hair works. Now. Okay. I wonder if I would have saved time if I had just been careful about the shape of the shadows with the original layers. Who knows? Maybe I should have just done it my normal way from the start. I don't know. But I guess this method's a good way to kind of mock up the lighting. I don't know. Hair needs gray. Oh yeah, that nice purpley color. Oh yeah, that looks great. Slightly darker. Yeah, nice reflected light. Yeah. Perfect. Dab that in. Okay. A little bit of yeah, a little bit of what is it called? Color variation. There. Okay. Hair looking good. I think it's still looking kind of nighttimey, which is good. Okay. Shading the eyebrows. Eyebrows have depth to them. Make them look a little too 3D. They look a little what's the word? Plasticky? Maybe this is fine. Yeah, maybe something like this is good enough. Some lines to kind of show the hair strands. Okay. The shadow weird. Is the shadow on the face weird? I don't know. Needs a little bit of texture on his lizard skin. Oops. The highlights will be more bumpy, right? This? Okay. This, I guess it's starting to look kind of like Bowser. Got his shadow should be tinted red a little bit. Reflecting against the hair. Do lizards have subsurface scattering? Okay. Dark now. I don't know if I like this like texture that I have going on with Bowser. Mmm. What? No. Oh, what do Bowser's eyelids look like? How do his eyelids work? I don't know. They have wrinkles? Eye wrinkles? Let's Bowser mouth. How does the Bowser mouth work? The more rendered it gets, the crazier it looks. Can't tell if I like this harsh shadow on Bowser's face or not. I'm gonna need to work on Bowser's face. I feel like I'm gonna struggle with this. Okay, maybe this is a good place to stop. We I think got the basic like shading down. I think it looks pretty good. Seems fairly unified in colors, I think. I may need to redraw Bowser's face because I feel like the geometry of it is not kind of translating well to light and shadow right now, so I might need to redraw that. But I'll do that off stream. Figure it out. Okay. Thank you everybody for coming to watch. What am I streaming next? So I'll be streaming next on Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. and it'll be we'll play one more Hello Kitty Island Adventure stream. Just gotta see what happens next. And that'll be the plan for Tuesday. So if you're interested in that, I will see you then. Thank you everybody for coming. I will talk to you later. Have a good rest of your weekend. And see you on Tuesday. Bye everybody.